BYOG. Gotta represent my Tigers. Today we are going to look at changing the oil on an E90 or E92, should be the same, BMW. What I like to do first is go ahead, get in, fire up the car, let it be warming up. Just let the oil get nice and hot while you're getting all your tools. And these are some of the tools you'll need. You're also going to want a decent set of ramps. I prefer race ramps. They're really lightweight. They work great for me, and they clear my car really nicely. You can also use jacks and jack stands. Be sure you actually use the jack stands if you value your life. Next, we're going to get ready and pull this thing up on the ramps. Once you're safely in the air, we're going to continue on to our next step. Find our oil filter. We're going to go ahead and crack this open, and that will release any oil that's right in here down into the pan, and then prepare for draining. Alright, we've got it loose. So we're just going to, you can kind of hear, you should see it start to drain down. Another important thing to have, make sure you have plenty of paper towels or plastic bags or something to kind of save all your other components and your hands. Go ahead and take this out and set it in your drain pan gently. We've got everything separated here. Want to go ahead and give the filter a nice firm tug. Use both hands and it should come right off. Then we'll continue on. And we can see there is some leftover oil sitting in here, mostly just because I'm sitting on a little hill. I like to go ahead and sop up everything I can just to get all the old oil out. And that's about dry enough for my taste. Next, we're going to crawl under the car, find our drain plug. It should be located right up the middle. On some models there's a little door. Mine has decided to fly off. And there is your drain plug. Make sure you have an 11/16 socket or wrench, and go ahead and loosen her up. Once you've got it loose, carefully start to unthread it. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And there she goes. And try not to get coated in oil like I just did. Don't lose your drain plug either. While the oil is draining, we're going to work on our cap a little bit. After you've thrown away your old filter, there's going to be a small gasket right here. Go ahead and take that thing off. The contents of your oil filter kit is going to look something like this. You'll have your oil filter, a gasket that goes on the cap, and a washer that goes on your drain plug made of copper. Also, while installing your gasket, it's important to go ahead and dip your fingers in some fresh, clean oil, and then seat your gasket. Also, in some kits, such as this man filter, you're going to get another gasket that's right here on top. It's not necessarily important to replace, but if you've got another one, it doesn't hurt. Once you get your oil filter back in the cap, we're going to go ahead and set it back into the housing. Thread it back in. Once you've got your filter all screwed on and tightened up, we're going to go and see if all of our oil's drained out yet. Now it can drip like this for quite some time. I'm going to let it drip for another few minutes just to get all the oil out I can. Once the dripping is slowed down, or you've just gotten too impatient, kind of like me, go ahead and reinstall your bolt, and do not forget that little copper washer. And when tightening it up, don't forget to use your wrench or your ratchet. Tighten it enough to crush on that washer just a little bit, but definitely don't over tighten it because you want to get it out later. Now, it's most important to not start your car yet because there is no oil in it. For E92, 325 eyes and 328 eyes, the capacity for your oil is going to be around 7 liters or 7 quarts, if you will. I personally like to buy BMW, what's meant for it, special LL01 oil. In my other cars, I'll use Mobil 1. I have another BMW. I use Mobil 1 10W30, and it's been beautiful for this car. Since I go a little bit longer on the oil changes, around 7,500 miles, this is what I prefer to use. Make sure you carefully put in all 7 liters, and then we'll get ready to start up the car. Once you've started your car and let it warm up for several minutes, let's check to see if our oil level's right. Scroll through to here, click on this, and it says we are just fine. And here's an added bonus to reset your oil change interval, which is pretty optimistic by BMW. Take your key, insert it, foot off the brake, hit start, wait for all the lights to go out, foot on the brake, hold the odometer reset. Keep waiting. Alright, now scroll through. There's our oil change. Press, and then press again. Hold rather. Perfect. And there's our oil change, all reset. If you follow all these steps, you should be good to go. Alright guys, now that's the quick and dirty of how to change your oil on an E90 or E92 3 Series BMW. Hope you guys enjoyed.